I was doing pretty well with keeping the allotment, or at least the parts of it that I had already turned into beds, reasonably free of weeds. You know, you could see which parts I hadn't dug over yet, but the parts that were bed-shaped were not too horrible. And then I took my eye off the place for a week, and this happened. And it's pretty bad. I don't know what this even is, this very tall, almost sort of dandelion-like stuff. It's got a spiky rosette, not spiky, sort of spiky, stingy hairs. Very sticks to you like Velcro. Rosette at the bottom that looks a little bit like a dandelion when it's in the ground, but then these immense yellow flower stalks have just sprung up and taken the entire place over, and it's horrible. Even the onions, you can see, even the strawberries, the beds that were doing pretty well at being able to... The onions in particular are very depressing, because they were so nice. They weren't quite in rows, but you could see them, they were doing good, they were happy. I go away for a week, this has happened. So this is a wreck. So today, a little unexpectedly, because I just came up after work planning to pick the beans, which also need to come down just because they haven't been overtaken by weeds. They're over there. They're not too bad, actually, in terms of weeds, but they do need to come off the vine now and not in a week's time. So I came up to pick the beans and discovered that really the onion bed was probably beyond salvage in terms of being able to weed it, especially since I don't have any time right now. So instead I picked the onions, partly because a lot of them are in about this state, and you can see the whole leaf stalk has gone. I don't know if it's been eaten or broken by the weather, or it's just time for leaf stalks to die back on this particular variety of onion, but they don't have any leaves left. So rather than leave them in the ground where they're not going to get much bigger because they don't have any leaves, I've pulled them so they can't get too horribly outcompeted by the sudden flush of very, very lively weeds, and partly to dry them out, because they're in about eating state, really. This is about an average size one. They are mostly about this size. Some of them are only 3 times as big as they were when they went in. 1 or 2 have come out quite generous and flourishing. This is probably the biggest one. Look at her! Isn't she good? So I don't know what I'm doing with those. Possibly some kind of onion and green apple chutney. Green not being so much the colour of the apple as the fact that it's far too early for apples. So they'll be very sour apples. I might do that. I will definitely have roast onion in my future, because I do love roast onion. And I have a pie in the freezer, and I'm thinking pie plus roast onion plus freshly picked beans plus gravy could be of great benefit to my general happiness.